My current makeup routine. I already started by putting on my skincare, which I'm updating my LTK, so I will put the URL down below so you guys can take a look at it. I'm gonna start by mixing both of my favorite sunscreen, and I start by putting just like a generous amount, I would say, on my hand. Sometimes I want an extra color. I mix in this Barbor, and well, you might think like, oh, Hannah, like, why don't you just get a SPF with color? Is because sometimes when I walk my dog in the morning, I'll see that I don't always want to put on like colored SPF. I don't always want to have like kind of like makeup on me, even though I know it's SPF. I go in with my Hourglass concealer. Concealer is one of those things that I like to put, like, honestly, like very little, as you guys can tell. And then because this makeup product is really high coverage and really thick, I love using a wet sponge because it kind of like makes the product go a little bit lighter. Go in with my Westman Atelier. This one is in the color Biscuit. It's a bit more cool toned, which when I'm extra pale I really like. You guys will notice that Barbor is probably one of my favorite brands. So I'm gonna go in with a bit of blush, especially because it's summer. I like more of like this nice corally color. And blush is one of those products that I like to like start in by blending in with my fingers. And then if needed, I will grab in a blush. Honestly, most of the time I start by blending all of my makeup with my fingers, and then I will end up using a brush or my sponge to fully blend. I go in with an eyebrow pencil. I use Granite because I have really dark hair, and I just slightly brush and like fill in my eyebrows like the tiniest amount. My favorites, which are these Barbor almost like powders, and it's like kind of to set in my makeup. I'm gonna go in with this Duo bronzer, and I really like it because it has both a cooler tone and a warmer tone. And then I'm gonna go in with just the tiniest bit of blush because obviously your girl has blush blindness. And I really like this blush as well because it's like a very like, the name will say it, it's a satin blush, and it's just, it's so nice and kind of like warm. Press powder, and I'm just gonna do my under eyes a little bit. I am currently using the House Labs mascara. I really like it. Honestly, it's one of those mascaras that doesn't smudge, and it's very buildable. I like makeup to be buildable because that's what makes a really good makeup product versatile. Lips are lined. I'm gonna go in with this Barbor super soft lip oil. This is the final look. I really like it. I think it's like, it feels very light. It doesn't feel very thick. I don't like when makeup feels very thick, especially for the summer. It feels very light. I don't love it when it looks very glowy because then it doesn't look good on pictures. I don't look when I'm vlogging, and overall I just feel like my skin sometimes looks very oily when it's very glowy. And this is kind of like a matted look, but it's not too matted to the point where I feel like it's drying my skin out. It's like honestly one of the most perfect looks, and I think it comes from like the products that I use that are hydrating. they don't have really bad formulas. They're overall really good products that I would like definitely recommend. It's just that sometimes with makeup you kind of have to be like, you kind of have to like pay attention to the small things, like are they water based, are they oil based, or are they silicone based. So I think that's what's really gonna sometimes like take your makeup from here to here, and then obviously making sure that they are clean and they're not going to clog your pores, especially if you have acne prone skin. So anyways, that is my makeup, and I am super excited to go out and eat lunch. Okay, please excuse the hot mess of what I look like right now. But I started already packing for my trip. So I already, also please ignore the wallpapers that are currently hanging there. I'm going to be doing in the fall probably a reboot to my room. I've been going through the debate of how I want it, the aesthetic, the vibe. I finally started to come down to certain choices. So I'm gonna be doing a reboot in the fall to my room, so stay tuned for that. And then because I am leaving in 2 weeks and I'm a type A planner, I've already started packing, but I am currently about to head out and leave my house to go to a meditation class. I started this class about like 4 weeks ago. I have never been happier in my life to have tried something. I love being open with you guys, and I love trying new things, and I'm never too cool, too good for something, so I always like to give it a try. You know, along the time I've done different type of sports, and I go to therapy, and I've tried different types of forms of therapy, and I just really love meditation, and it's a combination between meditation and sound bowl therapy, and I really love it. It's helped out a lot of my anxiety. Also, like, I've dealt with some like depressive tendencies in the past, just with mental health overall. Sound bowl therapy has done literally wonders for me. So anyways, I'm gonna start heading out now because I don't want to run late. It's one of those appointments that I do not run late to. Like, I leave my house extra early for, because I like to make the extra effort for it. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go pack my water and head out to my therapy. I'm gonna try to show you guys a little bit of snippets of it, but it is a private space, very safe place, so I'm definitely not gonna be videotaping the class itself, but I'll try to show you guys the studio. But I am gonna be honest with you guys, I can't believe that I'm not gatekeeping this information, because this is my safe space. But one of the things that I've learned in sound bowl therapy is that my safe place can never be taken away from me. And that has taken a long way to be able to say, because as you guys know, like, my bakery is my safe place. The places that I really like to eat and be at peace are my safe place. So I like to keep them close and dear to my heart, because I know certain people that I don't like in my life watch me very closely, and I don't want to run into them. So I try not to share those things in fear, but I am no longer fearful of running into people that I just don't like, because they no longer have power over me, so neither does their presence. So anyways, I'm gonna start heading out now.